Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to Clear Process Solutions YouTube channel. Welcome to CPS WebTips, technology platform and tips and tricks. Today's topic will be what the heck is a citizen developer and how can they help my company? Today's date is February 1st, 2021. I'm your presenter, Chris Winters, a solution engineer with Clear Process Solutions. So going right into it, what the heck is a citizen developer? This is a newer term. Some people may not be familiar with it. And it's here to shed some light on this wonderful position that's being developed and currently being used in the modern day workforce. A citizen developer is a person or persons who work inside your operations to develop strong solutions for your business needs. The citizen developer utilizes intelligent low-code, no-code PaaS, platform as a service, to create workflow automations, apps, and analytics. They enable knowledge, aggregation, and insight of real-time data, including floor operations, supply chain, and business operations. The citizen developer promotes forward-moving culture and adapting to new ways of doing things and the benefits for everyone involved. What are the skills that are needed to become a citizen developer? Someone who is able to map a process from start to finish. You'll hear me come back and visit upon this again and again and again. The highest level of success we've seen with citizen developers are those people that are process oriented. The person must have basic computer skills, MS Office, Excel, SharePoint, PowerPoint, just a basic understanding and application of those, and be willing to learn new platforms. Advanced skill sets that are great helps would be SQL and REST, understanding those types of databases and being able to call and send functions to those databases, and an understanding of APIs and a connection environment. The ability to ask questions of all levels of personnel in a company, process-driven questions especially. This is where part of the soft skill set comes in and is extremely important in the role of a citizen developer, because the citizen developer will be talking to everybody from, say, a manufacturing associate on the floor up to the manager of engineering or department heads, quality managers, quality technicians, accounts receivable, accounts payable personnel, anything and everything inside the line of business. They need to be able to make sure that their soft skill set is in place so they can ask those process-driven questions to get the maximized value from utilizing the platforms. Who inside my organization could be possible candidates? Quality engineers. Quality engineers, especially if your organization is ISO compliant or ISO certified or certified by another regulatory commission, are great people to have as citizen developers. Process engineers themselves, part of their job is actually mapping out the processes and defining those processes. These platforms are really driven towards, as I said earlier, process-driven individuals. Lead persons that are working in a manufacturing environment or in a work cell are used to seeing the day-to-day operations, know them inside and out, see the faults, see where the improvements can happen, and are better and able to troubleshoot and build those solutions for your company to make those platforms very effective. Once again, as I said before, process-driven individuals. One thing that isn't necessary inside your organization, citizen developers do not need to be IT personnel. The whole idea behind citizen developers is to not unburden or further entrench IT in having to come up and develop these solutions inside the process. Your citizen developer will work with IT to navigate firewalls and certain connection issues for databases and such, but it shouldn't be an encumbrance upon your IT department when citizen developers are implementing and creating and implementing your solutions. What else is needed for a citizen developer program? The most important thing is top-down leadership buy-in, from C-level down to managers, down to lead people. Part of the biggest thing behind digital transformation is your company's culture. Are they ready to start moving in a new direction? If not, what steps can we take to help them start moving those new directions? How can we have that buy-in be seen as a good thing across all levels of the company? A lot of people get nervous when it comes to digital transformation because they think it's going to take away their job. And in reality, It doesn't take away jobs. What it allows them to do is to actually be more productive with their time and be more value added to the company, because the droll day-to-day repetitive tasks that can be automated are automated for them, and allows them to get back to the fun parts of their job. Time dedicated to training and development. We've seen multiple success stories come along with citizen developer programs where during the training and first deployment, they give them an average, at least 20 hours a week. And that's between training and development. Usually it takes between 6 to 10 weeks for the first deployment. After that, the time frame for development starts becoming shorter and shorter and shorter with the particular platforms, depending upon the use case. But making sure that there's time dedicated to training and development. You can't pay lip service to this, much like the top-down leadership. If you turn around and say, we're going to give you 20 hours a week, you need to be able to make sure that they're taking the 20 hours a week and they're utilizing it. As far as making sure they're utilizing it, project manager to follow up markers and milestones. The project manager does not need to be a citizen developer. They don't need to thoroughly understand the platform. What they need to be able to do is work with the citizen developer to map markers and milestones in their training and their process development and deployment of the app. So that way they can actually have a base to touch back on and be able to showcase the ROI and the implementation, and be able to just be able to keep markers on that person to make sure that they're able to achieve the tasks put before them, or if they need help, to be able to call outside of the organization or someone else inside the organization. A willingness to engage in digital transformation. Once again, this comes down from the top-down leadership buy-in, engaging in digital transformation, buying into it, understanding that in this current and future day and age, that digital transformation is going to be one of the deciding factors of business's viability. Currently, it is one of the major factors of a business's viability. And as we move forward in the future, digital transformation will be the key building points upon your company's growth and consistency in the marketplace. What kind of training can a citizen developer get? A citizen developer can get training in online classes. LinkedIn Learning is one area of resource. A lot of platforms as a service offer an online university type. By university, I mean small course loads, usually between 2 to 3 hours for a certain type of function or a certain platform set. And usually with about 20 to 30 hours of that type of training, they're able to create a basic function and application and deploy it. Platform-based solution co-development. This is probably the highest success rate out of all the ones that we've seen. And this is where you would turn around, contact Clear Process Solutions. We would come in, we would help you scope a proof of value project or a phase 1 implementation solution. And we would actually turn around, and while your citizen developers are taking whatever type of online classes are available, or if they're not, we can provide them. We co-develop the solution with them. So they get hands-on experience in the development of that solution while learning how to troubleshoot, come across certain barriers, and be able to set up that process mapping and markers for the evolution of the deployment of that solution. There's also a needs-based quick start solution where we would come in, we'd scope the solution, we would build it for you, we would deploy it for you, and then the following weeks after that, we would actually go over and review it with your citizen developer to show them how we built it. In this situation, in this application, they don't get the hands-on experience and the troubleshooting metric along with it, but it has still proven as a viable route dependent upon your company's needs and time allowances. The benefits of having a citizen developer. After training and deployment, any adjustments or additions to the solution take hours to days, not weeks to months. Once again, this is not an IT and burdened solution. If you need to turn around and be able to grab another data point or another data set off of the application you've deployed, usually a citizen developer can go in and do those adjustments to it while leaving it deployed on the floor and issue a new revision. So that way your operations are seamlessly updated and controlled and managed. Usually sometimes a couple hours to 1 to 2 days, depending upon the complexity of the application and the new data set that you want to have pulled from. Data pulled from the solution has a short turnaround for ROI and informed decision-making. By short turnaround, I'm not referring to quarters or months. Usually about a month and a half, 6 weeks, there's enough data set in there to generate a very, very healthy ROI. and being able to move forward and understand the value of the platform that's being deployed and other use cases where you could see the same types of possible gains. The greatest benefit of having a citizen developer is the citizen developer knows your operations and can help deploy other solutions to your other areas of business and help provide a full spectrum picture of your business operations. Insight to the data, aggregation and dissemination of that data is one of the key metrics of digital transformation. If you don't know what you're working with, you don't know the value of it. Old manual paper-driven processes have multiple failure modes as well as time allowances built into them. With platforms as a service being used to deploy those low-code, no-code solutions to your floor, you're getting real-time data updates every moment that they're being enacted and enabled. This has been Clear Process Solutions, making the complex simple. This has been our WebTips. If you have any questions along the lines of citizen developer, platform solutions that we can provide, training, acceleration, scope, or road mapping, please feel free to contact our team. You can check out our website at www.clearprocesssolutions.com, or you can email us at info@clearprocesssolutions.com. Please feel free to also subscribe to our WebTips at clearprocesssolutions.com/WebTips. And thank you for viewing our YouTube channel. You have a great day.